Hey, what's up, guys? Antonio Vizcarrondo, aka Antonio AV, and you are tuned into Kelly J. Make sure you check her out.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kelly J, and I'm straight from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. Ain't no waiting for the top, cause I'm steady climbing the tree. Pleasant Grove to Oak Cliff, yeah, you know where we be. This is my show, and I got it under control. Podcast to interviews, yeah, we doing it all. Got the tea for whoever, ain't no Lipton involved. So when you got it poppin', girl, you know who to call. I'm the realest of the real, I'm just stating the facts. I got it out the mud, and I put the team on the back. Try to tell me I could never, so I did it and laughed. You know it's my turn, yeah. Kelly J on the map, y'all.
What up, y'all? It is your girl, Kelly J, and we are back with another episode of Kelly J TV with your host, yours truly, me, Kelly J. And tonight, y'all, I have a special guest, my girl KT, all the way from California. She gonna come on with us. We're gonna talk about her organization, Youth in Envision. I said the wrong, putting it all in different ways. Envision Youth Services. She is also the host of Raw Conversations, where she allows youth to come on and freely express themselves. And y'all, I couldn't be more happier because that show gets produced by your girl Kelly J. But not only that, I love it. Getting a chance to watch the youth talk freely. It's no judgment. And y'all, these are kids ages 13 to 17. And she has really given them a platform to be themselves. So I'm very excited to have her on the show. Before we get any further, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. You don't never want to miss an episode, especially this coming up Thursday, y'all. This coming up Thursday on Brother, we got something special. If you're following me on Facebook, you already know the topic. We'll be talking about gray areas and stuff like that. Make sure, since I'm speaking about it, make sure you follow me on social media. Kelly J TV or Kelly J Enterprise. And I like always, y'all, please, if you have any questions during the show, comment any questions. We like to talk to y'all. We like to hear your viewpoints. And without further ado, you guys, I would like to welcome my special guest, Kamelah T. Hey, KT.
What up? What up? What up?
How
How are you?
are you?
Girl, that was like a whole professional introduction. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell am I supposed to say now?
You know something? I have really been working on that. I want to make my guests feel very special.
Yes, you okay. Let me tell you, you did that. I was like, okay,
Thank
okay,
you,
and
thank
okay.
you. See, there's another not a comedian, a poet, KT. No, KP. I feel as though
KP.
KP, caramel poet. I feel as though if she was just listening in, she'd be very proud to know how well I just did. Cause
You know what?
I've been trying to learn from her for the whole month of Poetry Month. She sat there and she introduced our guests in a way that had us like, "Ooh, what is up with this?" And yeah, I was interested to get down pack with how to make sure people knew who was coming onto the show.
Well, you absolutely learned something from her. So I need her to know that you are doing a really good job.
Thank you, thank
What's
you,
up? What's
thank
up?
you, thank you. I'm glad to have you here. Look, I'm acting like we don't talk almost every other day, or like we
You
don't.
acting like we didn't just get off the phone like an hour
Right,
ago.
like we don't just shenanigans talk. But I said shenanigans. That was so not a word, Lord. I be, something. Let's get right into it. So, KT, I'm gonna call you KT during the show because that's what I call you on a regular, and I don't see myself sitting here calling you Kamelah, because then I'm gonna be like, that ain't nothing I call you. I call you KT.
No, you got to keep it authentic.
Well,
Otherwise, anything else has to be rehearsed. And who got time for that?
exactly. You know we didn't rehearse nothing, child. It's straight off the dome.
It is. So I want y'all to know, like, let me give a disclaimer real quick. Cause I'm not nervous, cause it is what it is with me. But I don't know what she about to ask me. I have no idea what we talking
It's
about.
not
So
gonna
I'm
be
shooting
nothing
straight from the hip.
bad.
I'm shooting straight from the hip, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
It's not gonna be nothing bad. We talking about Envision Youth Services and raw conversations. How bad could that really be?
Yo, it depends on what direction we take in the conversation, but I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Well, with that being said, I know I've already gave the people a little overview about who you are and what it is you do. However, please let them know about Envision Youth Services and about KT. How's Envision Youth Services impacting the California area? Because I'm already seeing it on my end, but let the people know who are listening the things that Envision Youth Services have. I do have some of the flyers, so we will talk on some of those as well. But
Okay.
for now, just let people know all about Envision Youth
The
Services.
history, like basically the
There you go.
history. Like,
The
who
history.
is this girl? What did she do? And why
Right,
are we listening to her? I got
right.
you. All
There
right.
you go.
All right. So interject wherever you need to interject. So my name is Camila. I'm from LA. And I I did a lot of traveling getting older. But long story short, I was one of those young kids who, when my parents got a divorce, when they first got separated and then got a divorce, like I didn't know what was happening. I thought we was the Cosbys, but evidently we wasn't,
Oh, yeah.
or we weren't, you know. And
Yeah.
I got into a lot of trouble. Went through a lot when I was young. Got into a lot of trouble. So I was doing a lot of fighting, getting kicked out of schools, districts. Ironically, Kelly, and you know this,
Mhm.
my mom's side of the family is from Texas. So my parents actually shipped me out there to Texas to go to school, and then I got kicked out of Texas school district, and they sent me right back to LA. So it was just, but it was really me not. Long story short, it was really me not understanding some of
Mhm.
the things that was going on in my household, my family structure, things that
Mhm.
weren't being fully explained to me, and
Mhm.
that was the way that I found a way to kind of like express myself.
So you
And
were
so
saying
that
you were
got,
being rebellious.
yeah, I was being rebellious.
Oh, we
Absolutely.
gonna talk on. Listen, we're gonna have a whole conversation on children from divorced parents. Cause to hear you say that, it makes me proud. Not in a proud way, like it makes me proud to know that I wasn't the only one.
No, you are not the only one. Like,
You
and
know.
and I I mean, having a mentoring program now, it really bothers me when I hear people say, "Oh, that kid is bad," or "He's a badass," or
Mhm.
"She's a badass," or whatever the case is, because I know now that I have to look at the reasons why,
Mhm.
because they're trying to express something to you that you are not paying attention to. So who's
Mhm.
really the blame here?
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? So just went through all of those things. My pops was a self-taught jazz and gospel musician from Chicago. So music and writing and all that stuff is in my DNA, whether I want it or not.
Mhm.
Um, and my mom was a teacher. She was a woman who taught me integrity and being honest, and just all of these things. And so I started Envision Youth Services in 2013. And when
Mhm.
I started the organization, I was assisting in building residential crisis facilities in California.
Mhm.
So this was for the population of developmentally disabled young people. And so we had like behavioral therapists, psychiatrists. So I was doing some writing on their program designs, and I was, staffing the facilities and stuff like that. And I did that for about 12 years.
Mhm.
And then went on to work in probation, um, in probation, also working at private psych hospitals on units where youth were on 24-hour suicidal watch,
Mhm.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
That I mean, and to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why I started Envision Youth Services, because I will never forget. And KJ, I don't know if I even shared this with you, but I will never forget being at work at the hospital. and them bringing in a young girl who looked to be probably about 13, 14 years old. But she was a thick black girl. And she came in and they had her on restraints. She was trying to fight every single officer, every single nurse. She was taking flight on everybody. And I hadn't read her file, so I didn't know even why she was upset. I just knew she was being detained and she was being brought on a unit. So they brought her on a unit, they tied her down, they ended up giving her medicine, they call it what, booty juice or something like that. To make you calm down and, fall asleep, eventually. And I read her file and she had been raped by her father, her uncles, her cousins, all the men in her family had been raping her since she was like probably 9 years old. And I remember at that moment, I just felt, and I had a conversation with the other people on the unit, like the nurses and the security guards. And I'm like, if she want to tear everything up in this motherfucker, let her. I said, to have something like that to be violated like that repeatedly from men that you're supposed to trust in your family, you can't. Now it makes sense to me why because you guys are all men trying to detain her, and this is who she's been violated by.
And that's a trigger for her. That's a trigger for her.
A complete trigger. And so that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I gotta start an organization where I can create like a safe and open platform, for these things to be not only discussed but addressed. So I worked gang intervention in South Central LA. And I did a lot of stuff in the mental health field. And so now Envision Youth Services has been around since 2013, and we do mental health workshops. And we started on financial literacy, on communicating with your parents. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And then we started a podcast called Raw Conversations. And we started that during the pandemic because a lot of our facilities closed. So we couldn't do the, face-to-face workshops. So we started that so that we could still speak to and reach the audience. And to be honest with you, that's not something I wanted to do because I wasn't into, things that are online, like the internet and, just things that other people are interested in. It wasn't really my thing per se. But I decided to do it, because it's not about me. It's about who this conversation is for, And so and we are doing some things in film and production. Okay, so I'm done.
No, you're good. Because I was gonna bring up that too. Because I do know with the film and production, it does give the youth an opportunity to be a part. And once again, like I said, before the show is out, we will talk about those good old flyers that you have circling around out there in the Cali area for people to know about. So, even for people that's located in Texas or wherever you are, you choose to want to be like me and, take a 19+ hour trip to California, then hey, make your pull-up game strong like mine, So
that part. But but KJ, the workshops that I'm doing are going to be in person and they're also going to be virtual. I was just telling somebody about that earlier.
Well, look at that. My pull-up game ain't even got to be that strong. You just got to be able to pull out a phone or a tablet or just get to a Zoom link.
That's it. You don't have to be gangster like KJ because her ass definitely came all the way to Cali. I didn't think she was gonna come either, but she came.
Didn't think you were
She
coming?
pulled right on up. I was like, oh, I can respect that. I can respect that.
Boss man.
And how you pull up on me in my city and bring your bodyguard and your man. And I was like, oh, that's the game we playing. Okay.
Listen, and look, Boss man Ben and I already said he wasn't gonna let that pass up at all. We was gonna come no matter what.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
We was coming. But one of the things I heard you talk about that I would love for you to touch on a little bit more in regards to the program and stuff like that is the program that you have where it allows kids to talk to parents. I think in today's day and age where we are with everything going on in the world, I feel as though that is something that is majorly important You've gotten to tune in on the Brother Show. You actually, for those who don't know, KT actually is one of the co-hosts on Brother. She tunes in and she joins us on the panel and gives
Yes,
her point of
yes.
view. And that's one of the things we talk on is having a clear understanding. So for you, putting that into the program, how, like, what gave you that thought to say, hey, something, I need to really make sure this is something that we we implement into the program so that it can flourish and be what it needs to be.
I'll tell you why. And this is something I did not say in the introduction portion, which is the most important thing. I'm a mother.
Mm,
So my son is in his first year in college at New Mexico State.
mm,
And in the process of Envision Youth Services and even prior, I was raising him.
mm,
And as he got older, I would say like middle school age,
mm,
our relationship began to change because at this point he's getting older, so he's moving into manhood or young manhood.
mm.
And I'm very open in my communication, and sometimes we will bump heads.
Yeah.
And I'm from the old school, like, yo, if you don't hear what I'm saying, we're gonna have to take it to the street, like,
Mm,
but I really had to learn his style of communication. I had to learn as a parent to close my mouth a lot of
mm,
times and
mm,
just listen, even if I had a reason why. It don't matter. Shut up.
mm,
It don't matter. It does not matter, because at the point that they're expressing how they feel, what you went through, it don't matter at that point.
mm.
That at that point it's time for you to actually listen. So there was a lot of what I have done has been, not only in working with the youth in Long Beach and Compton and LA, just being in the community and doing things like that, but it was also within my own household.
Mhm,
And it was important for me to find a way to create that relationship where, bro, you come to me with
mhm.
whatever's going on. I don't care if you feel like you fucked up. You
Yeah.
come to me so we can have a conversation about it, because I have your best interest at heart, and I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Mhm.
And more than likely, whatever you going through, I done been through, or I didn't see.
Yeah. You gave
You
him a
know,
safe place, pretty much.
say it again.
You gave him a safe place.
Yes, yes, and that definitely took time, but I was very methodical about it. So I'll just give you an example really quick, KJ, for you and your audience. Um, I started it. Okay, so very first time I did it, we had pulled up to Walmart to go shopping, and
Mhm.
when we got there, I told him, I was like, I told him to power off his phone and put it in the glove compartment. And I did the same thing with my phone. He was like, "Mom, what's going on?" Like, he's confused. And I'm
Mhm.
like, just power it off, put it in the glove compartment. So we put it in the glove compartment, close the doors, lock the doors, and we walked. So the Walmart we were at was inside of a shopping center.
Mhm.
So we walked literally for 2 hours just around that shopping center, and we just talked. We talked
That's
about the
good.
girls, we talked about sports, we talked about friendships, we talked
Mhm.
about some things regarding mental health. But it was something, number one, that he didn't expect. There wasn't, number two, there was no distraction of the phone. And it was
Mhm.
really just that time to bond.
Mhm.
And that's something that I just started doing randomly. So
Yeah.
that's just one example.
Okay. So let me ask you this: with you teaching, working with the youth, for someone who doesn't get a chance to have a mother or father like yourself, and they're in a home or they have a parent who they can't actually vocalize like that to. Let's say their parent decides to want to go off on them, every time that they want to express something. What is some advice that you would give that child or that parent for them to be able to fully listen to their child, their kid, no matter what?
To be involved with organizations similar to Envision Youth Services.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, that could be a church. For
Mm-hmm.
some people, that could be a program within their school or within their city. There's programs that exist that kind of give you the support that you would actually need. But that you definitely have to step out to look for the resource first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You definitely got to do that. But I'm just encouraging parents, to honestly, first of all, I feel like when and I'm, by the way, I am 38, right? And the older generation is just kind of like, oh, they thugs, or they bad, or they this, or they that. But then listen, I was the little kid who was around my elders, like sitting at the table listening to them talk. And I know y'all done did some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's not play no games. I know when you met her, she was with somebody else, and the whole night y'all called it something different, but you guys have lived life and been through certain experiences. So my biggest thing is, don't pass that judgment on to the young people. The one thing you guys didn't have to be concerned about is social media, cameras being all in your face, your business being on social media and stuff like that. You didn't have to worry about that intrusiveness when it came to your privacy.
Right. And that's the only difference
under the rug.
That's literally the only difference between back then and now is social media.
That's it. But that's huge.
The term you just said, sweeping stuff under the rug, is no longer valid in the Black community homes. Everybody now know your business. And all it took was somebody to make a post and hit send.
That's it.
That's it. And ain't no more sweeping underneath the rug. On TikTok they have it where it's like these funny. It's a guy who I watch because I don't necessarily know if the tea he's spilling is actually real tea, but if it is, baby, his family is something else. What is
he talk? Okay, KJ, I'm not on TikTok.
I know, I'm gonna have to send it to you, but pretty much what he does is. It's like you hear outlets typing, and it's like on the screen he puts up the storyline. He's like, when you send in a family a group chat about the auntie that's sleeping with the uncle, and it's like, ain't no more sleeping underneath the rug. Or I saw one where he was saying like,
not in the group chat though.
He gay and. Don't know that the sister sleeping with the aunt.
Not in the group chat though. Not in the group chat.
Group chat. Look, like I said, I don't know if what he posts is real. However, if it is actually real, then what he is doing is putting all his family business on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Okay. And it's pure entertainment for me because I don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
However, it goes back to, ain't no secret no more. And I can't lie, I'm glad a lot of people, it's no more sweeping stuff under the rug. However, the problem that comes with no longer sweeping the stuff under the rug is that now don't nobody want to deal with them real issues.
No, they don't. But this is the thing that I've learned. It's not about if you want to deal with it, right? It's about speaking it, putting it out there. Trying to resolve whatever it is you can resolve that's within your control, right? And then leaving it alone, moving past it, speaking it, speaking to whoever you need to speak to, and then moving past it, but not coming to the situation with the expectation like, oh, they're going to ask for forgiveness. They're going to acknowledge what they did. A lot of times that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just out of guilt and shame. A lot of times it's not going to happen. So you can't rely on that part.
Okay, well, we got our favorite commenter, Mimi. Hey, Mama. Stopping in to say hello to Kelly J family. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Mama.
Glad to see you here. Okay, so with that, we're going to go into a little bit further because you are actually the host.
I'm the host. Wait, hold on. What?
You are the host of Raw Conversations.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else. Okay, sorry. let me calm down. Bring it down a notch. My bad.
Look, but no, you're the host of Raw Conversations.
Yes.
And let me say, for the shows that I've gotten to watch, produce, and all of that, knowing how old these children are, and being able to see the things that they're doing. Currently, the team you're working with, I think the guy said he was like 17, 18 or something like that. And he has a whole program catered to the youth. that helps them, and is I was listening. I believe we got their flyers too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, whole systems learning. So let me take it back just a little bit.
Go
So
ahead.
yes, Raw Conversations podcast. It's for youth and also for young adults.
Mm-hmm.
The program that I recently connected with is Whole Systems Learning in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so ironic. Once we connected and we figured out the work we were both doing in the same areas, we
Mm-hmm.
decided to partner. And they have a professional podcast studio space. They have an actual studio with the music producer on set. They have a green screen room, and they also offer services for housing, for food, for employment, probation services, and all of that. So our both of our visions aligned. So it only made sense to work together. So the last podcast that we did, KJ, that you produced, that was a lot of their crew. Whole System
Mm-hmm.
Learning, was in the
Baby, they
building.
was packed.
Yeah, they were packed. Let me tell you, to the point, Kelly, when we actually filmed this week, we got to move into another room because that space
Oh,
was too
wow.
small.
Oh,
We're
wow.
moving into another room. So it's a lot of things going on. But Raw Conversations, it was just opened up as an honest platform. A lot of times we sit and we tell the youth what they should not be doing. Don't say this, don't do this. We don't allow them to live in their creativity. We don't give them that freedom of expression without judgment,
Right.
without consequence. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
right.
Sometimes with how busy everything is going on with me, I gotta get out there and just scream real quick. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. So imagine what they are going through. So this is their platform where I always let people know you don't have the right to come on this platform and tell them they're wrong about anything.
Yes.
Because finally they have the platform where they can express themselves. But guess what? If they trust you, being somebody who is the host, the moderator, the mentor, they're
Mm-hmm.
actually, you can open up conversations, for them to truly think about some of the decisions that they're making, right or wrong.
Right.
But not until you gain that trust. So y'all trying to getting their attention too soon because they don't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. And you can't force that. A whooping is not going to help you get that. Let me just let you know.
It
Punishment ain't going to help.
you really do
But
have
it causes resentment. I just want people to know that it causes resentment.
and I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you. And when I sit back and I think about how I grew up, and I come from a divorced home as well, and like that's why I was telling you, hearing you say like that's the things you went through, and in all honesty, it was just you being rebellious. If at any
Yeah.
point someone had to just ask, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on?" Took the time at like what you're doing in these kids' life. I honestly feel I had to catch my own self in the lie because I still be this crazy. However, I don't think I'd be this wild. I'd be a little reserved on certain things
Right.
if I had just got talked to instead of got talked at.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. A
I can
thousand
truly say
percent.
that. I can truly say that. So I
A
commend
thousand
you.
percent.
I commend you for what you're doing with the youth because
Thank
it's
you.
not a lot of programs out here like that. Um, and even with the program, you provide resources for them in every way, form, and fashion.
Yes.
Your best ability, let me say that. To your best ability, because baby, you's a hustler and you will get out here and figure it out. But all you can't figure out, you don't figure it out. That's the great thing about it. So, really quick, so it's gonna show. Look, I'm not gonna lie. So I just realized it's gonna end up showing. I'm gonna show you guys their flyers. So real quick, we're gonna take a quick little moment. Give me
Oh
one
goodness. I
second.
don't even know what she about to bring up. Let's see.
We about to
All
bring
right.
up the flyers.
Okay, okay,
KP,
okay.
you are making
You
me
know how many
feel
you know how
like
many flyers I got going right now, KJ?
KP, you are making me sound like I just be out here.
No, I'm not. Okay, let me be
Swear
clear.
you.
I am not
Like I
saying
be
that.
off the wall, like, oh, KT got something for you.
No, I'm not saying it like that. You just know it's so many projects going on. So I'm just wondering what the first flyer is going to be. That's all.
You know,
What we doing?
first flyer is going to be, well, actually, it's going to be the karaoke flyer. We'll shout out to the guys of Hostess
Yes.
Morning for their
Yes,
karaoke.
hostess some learning. Yes, so karaoke was Friday, and they had a bunch of housing resources and food resources, employment, and they just opened it up for just kind of like an open mic night type situation. They had a lot of food there, and it was really good just hanging out with them. It was really a hanging out situation. It was on
Hey,
a Friday. So it was kind of like, okay, the work week
we're just
has been
done. Let's
crazy.
wind down and chill out.
Yeah, no, but when I pulled up, I was like, okay, I could vibe to this. But shout out to Whole Systems Learning and they whole crew, from the producer to the artist that hit the studio. Like, you guys are dope. Like, to me, you guys are dope.
Hey, they are dope, period.
Yes. So that
Okay,
already passed.
yes, that's already passed, but I did want to shout them out for that. Hopefully, they'll bring it back by the time I'm back in Cali, so then I can get on the mics and sing a tune for 'em. That's what I'm
Yo, let
hoping.
us know when you come in. I might just set it up surrounding around the time that you pull up.
You know, we already had a talk on the whole pull up situations,
Yo, we
but
listen, Linda.
should we? I think KT just wants us to pop out. Just she wants us to pop out without her like knowing. Like we just, hey, we out here.
No. I want you to let me know when you're coming. This is what I'm saying. When you come, let me know ahead of time so we can have some. Because I know
I
you.
feel
When
like
you come out here, you're gonna want to work. So
I
I gotta
do
make
work.
sure I
What do
got.
you mean? I do work when I come out there.
No,
But
I'm saying I gotta have certain things set up. That's
I
all.
know. But the one thing I do want to do when I come back out there that I didn't get to do this go round, I want to go to the beach, KT. I
You in
want to.
violation for not going the first time, but we're not gonna talk about that on your show.
Right.
Yes, the beach is a must.
It is a must. I was trying to make it a must. Just
No,
nothing was working.
yeah, we're gonna have to make it work. That's gonna be top priority. How do you come to Cali and don't go to the beach?
Okay, in my defense, we parked at we're by the beach. We just didn't go to the beach. In
That
our
don't count though. Don't say that. That
it
don't
didn't
say that.
count. It didn't count. I was still like, oh, we're gonna hit the beach, but we just never had time. Like we was busy. You know, I stayed busy while we was there.
No, you did. You did. So that's gonna be
Yeah.
top priority when you come back. Got you.
Yes, it's definitely top on the list. Next up, Black on the Block.
Black
What is
on
that
the
all about? Because I like to make it called Black on the Block.
Yes, Black on the Block, October 15th. So I have a really great relationship with the mayor of the city of Rialto in California, Deborah Robertson, and her team. So anytime they're doing things on their end, they invite me to be a part, and vice versa. So it's a whole lot of support. So shout out to Vicky Davis, who created Black on the Block. It's going to be young entrepreneurs, different vendors. They're going to have media companies there, and I am have been well. I'm responsible for the entertainment for the show, so I'm going to have a lot of young independent artists that are going to be coming and performing for the community, and we're literally in the planning phases of all of that. We are every single week. I'm proud of this project, and this will be my first time really putting on something solo as far as the entertainment. So I'm super excited about this one.
Hey, okay. Well, you know, well, that's too soon for us to pop out. But if we could,
So check out Black on the Block. We're definitely going to record, and all of that. So I am making sure that I'm able to record and put it on my Raw Conversations platform on YouTube. So if you didn't get a chance to come out, you'll be able to see.
oh look, we got Big E. What up, bodyguard?
Solid, Big
Solid.
E.
We
Yeah.
just look. We gonna get a shirt that say "Bad Decision Crew," and then it's just gonna say "Solid."
Yo, I'm waiting for it. I'm
That's
waiting for it.
solid. And like
I
when
need
people,
I need a custom blazer or some shit.
listen, you are already on the list to be able to have. Are we getting KT a bad decision crew shirt? Oh, KT, you getting a bad decision crew shirt?
Are you just deciding that? I always thought
No,
that was
actually,
the case.
actually, no. That was already discussed. If I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody has a saying. I mean, her saying is solid.
So don't get in your feelings, Camila.
Right. Don't get in your feelings,
Okay, I
KT.
got you. Okay,
Yeah,
we good.
cause Big E letting it be known. He was like, "What's up? We need that solid shirt. We do." And
Yes,
then,
we gonna do that. We gonna do
yes,
that.
we are.
Yes.
We are gonna get you a shirt. Like it, you are officially. I feel like, can we fully say right now, while KT is getting interviewed, she's officially a part of the Bad Decision crew.
Yo, if we no, first of all, if we saying that right now, I'm just gonna hang up and I'm gonna
Look,
be rude on
look,
your podcast
look.
because I already
Ben,
was
look,
that.
Ben hit it with me. Ben said she already been a part.
Thank you, Ben. Oh my God, somebody got my back. Like, what the hell? Don't
I
play
didn't.
my life like that.
I would never. All we doing is what Biggie said. We stamping that officially, so people already know KT is officially a part. People don't know that you on the back. You behind the scenes. So right now, live on the air, we stamping it, saying you are officially. You've been official.
Yeah, I already celebrated that, so I feel like that's old news. Big E said stamp that. We stamping that, bro. For real, for real.
Real quick on the show.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
If y'all don't mind, I'm just gonna interrupt the show real quick. Like KT has been part of the whole bad decision crew movement since day one. Like we thought about it, and then we went to Cali, and she took care of us while we was in Cali.
Thanks.
So like why wouldn't she be part of the crew?
And you know she did take care of us all the way.
She looked out for us the whole time.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Nah, you guys are definitely second family to me. I told you when I told you I got you, I meant it. I'm
Once
not one of those
again,
women.
solid. So when y'all hear, so that's KT's official name, solid. So I'm boss, Ben Ben, Evan is Big E,
Big E.
bodyguard, and then you got KT, aka Solid.
Solid. Never forget it.
Hey, what? But also, speaking of not forgetting, you guys are gonna be having a youth mentorship basketball program league coming up.
Yes. Okay. So this is not my league, Envision Youth Services. This is actually educated men with meaningful messages. It's
Yes.
a youth mentorship league, and it's free for young males ages 12 to 17 years old. And it's gonna start within the next week or so, and it's gonna be until the end of November. And so shout out to them. I actually meet with them this week. Well, we've already met, but in person, so I can see the gym and all that stuff this week. But I'm super proud of the work that they're doing for these young guys, because some of these parents can't afford to put their kids in certain sports and stuff like that. But why
Yeah.
should they not have the experience because they ain't got the bread? Like, that's not cool.
And I do like the fact that this has, if I'm not mistaken, Snoop Dogg and Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yeah, yes.
This is something that they're a part of as well.
Yes, this is a program that they're a part of, and I'm meeting with the young men's program so we're collaborating on a couple of things. But I'm super proud of this opportunity just for the community. To be honest with you, I don't have a kid that age. My kid is in college now. You know what I'm saying? But to offer these opportunities for the young guys in the city is amazing to me.
Yeah. Well, you know something, I think it is truly amazing what you're doing in the community. And I am truly honored to be a part of all of this. Like, I get excited when you come and you're like, "Hey Jay, so we're gonna be doing this and this, and I'm like, "Okay, here we go. Let's get it going." it excites me because I know when you're doing something, that means you're doing something with the youth.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. I mean, that's my heart. That's my heart. I mean, imagine the support. Like you said it earlier, KJ. If you were able to have certain conversations and had that trusting relationship with somebody older than you when you were younger, how much of a difference that would have made.
yeah,
That would have probably saved you from some of the things that you had to go through, you know?
definitely would have, honey. I say that now and I'll forever say that. I definitely know how much it would have changed. Just having the moment I signed up for therapy and was able to get the first session, I realized just how important it was to be able to have somebody to talk to
Right.
in that moment. So for me, I can truly say on my side, I do know what that would have done for me. Big E says support the youth and community. We need more of it, and we with it too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that is so. I guess my next question will be, what's next for Envision Youth Services? Raw conversations. What's next?
Okay. Okay. All right. In a nutshell, let's do this quickly, Camila. Because over here telling your whole damn life story. Okay. So Envision Youth Services. We are, well, first of all, I am a part of the leadership committee for LA South Chamber of Commerce for their mental health department. And so we are going to be putting out financial literacy workshops for youth. If you are not, if you cannot be in the building, you're not in Cali, cool, no problem. We're going to also have a virtual aspect where you can tap in. We are, for Envision Youth Services, we're also going to be reintroducing Girls Talk. Young girls able to have a platform to talk about whatever they're going, whatever they're going through in school, in life, with their studies, things of that sort. For Raw Conversations, we are filming in the podcast studio with Whole Systems Learning every Thursday at 3 o'clock. We drop it at what time? KJ, help me on this one.
6:30. Raw
Okay.
conversations.
She does the production, guys.
Every
So
Thursday
listen.
at 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. Because I did go ahead and put our time for those who are a little confused with the time difference.
And the
So
page is on YouTube. YouTube
yes,
page.
it's on the YouTube page.
So we have that going on, and I'm just in the middle of a lot of film and production. So writing a TV series. We just opened up a casting call for that.
Okay.
That'll be opened up for the next 30 days, and so we're casting for this TV show, and we're going to be offering some film and production training here in Long Beach, California. So that's what's going on with me. So I just encourage people to tap in, tune in. I'm not really big on social media personally, so I'm trying to do better at that. But yeah, tap in, support.
And look, since she didn't mention it, if y'all are looking at the bottom of the screen, one of the things that you guys can do is visit them on the web at www.envisionuservices.org, or you guys can email them. Email us, because I work with Envision Youth Services. So you guys
Right.
can email us at info@envisionuservices.org. Okay, guys?
Yes. Wait, what about social
So
media?
there's no reason if you're having trouble with your youth. Oh wait, look, I was coming with that. I was letting them
Okay.
know how they could go on the website to find you.
Okay, got
Here's the
you.
thing, one thing about it, they can definitely go over the instant they can go to Raw Conversations _1 and follow you
Yes.
as well.
It's
And make
raw.
sure y'all
Okay,
do
by the
that.
way, wait, really quick. By the way, it's raw _ conversations with an S
I
and the number
put it
one.
wrong. I put it wrong. That's my bad, y'all. I don't mind.
No. You good. So raw _ conversations and the number one.
I'm a correct you. Boom.
Boom. Done.
Bada bingo.
Bada boom.
You will not go back and forth because I had another one for it. Oh, Walla Walla Bing Bang.
A whole concert out of this.
KT, I done told you we gotta have one. I've already said we're gonna go ahead and get with the whole systems learning so that when I come back out there, it's nothing for me to get on the mic and I'ma just walla bang, walla bing, walla bang.
Oh, you do that in your sleep, so I can't wait. I cannot wait. We might even be able to put together a virtual one.
Ooh, okay.
There,
Well,
it's
Big E says time to get up there. Then it's part of the hustle. It come up. We behind you. Just whistle.
just
He
a
said,
whistle.
he say log in and subscribe and smash that mustard bell and turn your notifications up.
Thank
Big
you
E.
for the love, Big E. I appreciate you, sir.
And let me just say, we all support each other. I love this.
Yes, yes,
I love this. I
yes.
love the support we give one another and more. And yes, Big E, we is gonna put that on the shirt. I said we is Jesus
You
country
did.
is.
That was the country. But I understood. I told you I spent a little bit of time in Texas. Like I understand some of the lingo.
Oh my gosh. I just catch myself now. Lord. I think what happens is when you talk to a lot of people from different parts of the world, and I never realized how country I sounded until people started saying it. Like I just would think, oh, I sound, I'm me. I talk like this, been talk like this my whole life. And
Yeah,
then,
but you're not the only one though, because if people have lived in a certain area
yeah,
their almost their entire lives, they understand the difference in how you communicate. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, hey,
yeah.
I tell people you gotta love the country, and if you don't love this, then you don't love me.
And I love it. Texas is my second home. So
It
I'll ride a
is.
horse. I'll ride
Now,
a
I guess
horse
the
and still
question
rock with
should
the
be,
city. Huh?
I guess the question should be is when is Raw Conversations touching the city?
You
'Cause
know what? I am working on that. So shout out to Viola's House, my peoples in Dallas, Texas, shelter for young pregnant teens. Shout out to Kelly J. I definitely got some people. Also, KP's business.
yes, the six-figure chick.
Yes. So I have so many people out there that I truly, truly connect with and I rock with. So right now we're just opening up the doors of opportunity. But with the more support, it'll make it a lot easier.
Okay, so if someone wanted to be a part of Envision Youth Services, whether it's a youth or an adult who would like to add value, what is some things that they would need to do? What are some things you're looking for when it comes to people you're adding to your team?
That I'm adding for my teams. Well, right now, looking for definitely interns. If you are in the department of marketing or the field of marketing, content creators, we always like to have folks like that are solid about giving back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to be clear about this, KJ. Most people I say no to.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you got an ulterior motive and your heart is really not to give back, I'm not fooling with you.
Right.
I'm not, because my obligation is to protect the youth that
Right.
I offer services to and to protect the families that I offer services to. So that's important to me. But
Right.
content creators, editors, administrative back office work, things that you can do virtually, all of those things are great. But definitely looking for interns.
So if you're a youth, whether you're a youth, you're in college, you're looking for a new profession, contact us.
Yes. Contact us at info@envisionyouthservices.org. And also, if you want to be a part of Raw Conversations.
Yes. And now let me ask you this for raw conversation for the youth. If they're wanting to be a part, now I do know the answer to this, but I'm not going to answer it. If they're wanting to be a part, but they're not located in California, can they still be a part?
Yes, they can. They can tap in virtually. So they would have to hit me up via email or even in the Raw Conversations DM, and we can send them a link so that they can be a part. But if you're gonna be a part, be ready to come and conversate. I mean, if you're just gonna be the audience, you can just check it out on YouTube when we done recording. I'm just saying.
Hey, just saying, let it be. But please, to the parents who are listening in, if you're trying to figure out what's going on with your child and you ain't figured it out yet on your own and you steady whooping them and that ain't helping, contact Envision Youth Services. Give your child a safe place to feel like that they can freely speak. And it's nothing against the parents. I do want to say that. I feel as though a lot of parents can sometimes, and I've heard it in conversation, that's why I'm saying this. A lot of times parents feel as though you can't do no better raising my child than I can, and it's not necessarily that. However, if for the people of my generation and before my generation, we grew up on it takes a village to raise children.
Absolutely.
And because of that, sometimes that village means you got to give your kids in today's time. That village actually means giving your child a safe place to feel like they can fully communicate, say what's on their mind and heart, and know that they have somebody to listen to, and know that they have somebody who's not going to judge them or anything like that. So yeah,
absolutely. And by the way, I love the work that you're doing. I have to say that I appreciate you. So KJ produces Raw Conversations, and she also helps me out when it comes to the administrative part of a lot of the work that I do. And I told her from day one when she started working with me, and then she showed, her loyalty. I was like, "Yo, I got you." And I was not playing, and I'm still not playing. I got you.
Listen, I knew you wasn't playing when we were on the phone, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm doing the media for the BET Awards," and and I was like, "I want to do that," and you was like, "Come on." And if I'm being honest with you right now, I thought you was lying. Girl, I thought you was lying. Okay. I listen. I'm gonna go ahead and be real. Look, I can say it now because it's all over with. I thought you were lying, and I did because so many times you hear people say, "Oh, I got you," or "Oh, come on, come do this," and it's not that. And you were like, "Yeah, I'm with Politic and Broadcasting Network, and it's no problem, come on." And I was just like, really? I'm really really like you ain't shit like and I think that's kind of where you can really say where you didn't think we were coming, because I didn't really believe it. I think I didn't fully believe it until I got the email from BET, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is real."
No, you know what? Yeah, no, I could understand how you feel about that. That's funny because the same thing you was thinking about me was the same thing I was thinking about you. Like, yo, she not gonna show up. She not about to drive all the way from Texas. I know how far that is. She ain't about to drive all the way from Texas, but yeah, no,
man, like
solid. That's all.
I would definitely say like you became my forever favorite in my book. My forever favorite. Okay. I got to see people who I never thought I would get to see. I was in
Who did you get to see, by the way? Because I don't even know everybody you got to see. There's a lot going on.
Honestly, I didn't really get to see a lot of people. Like name people. But of course, I saw Lamar Odom.
Okay.
I saw him at the House of BET, but I also saw him while he was out riding around. We were over there where they had the BET Awards. We was in Los Angeles. And we had just came from doing our vaccination information, and we were out passing out flyers, and he was just riding on a scooter with his son, and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Lamar," and he was like, "Hey, baby girl." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't think nothing of it. Went across the street, had that good old LA steaks and fries. Make sure you go get that, girl. You gotta find them.
Yo, I don't eat meat, so I'm not eating nobody's steak.
They had fries.
Okay, all right.
And they got, you don't eat shrimp? Nope.
I don't eat seafood either.
Well, you can get their fries.
Okay. I'm gonna check out the fries. I guess as long as
Honestly, I just
they
want
ain't
you to
making
try
it in
to
like the bacon grease or something.
look. Honestly, I just like their lemonade was real like their lemonade was life, baby. Definitely get that lemonade. If you don't get nothing else, get the lemonade.
Okay, I can deal with some fire ass lemonade. I
Yeah,
can do that.
I wish I could remember the other lady. It was a Mexican food truck out there that let us put our flyers out there, but that's not what I was hungry for. I wasn't hungry, but I thank her for letting me. But she actually supports the lady who was there. She actually supports a lot of black uh people in business. She had if I'm not mistaken, it was a senator or something like that. Somebody who was running for something, but she had their flyer in her food truck as well. And she was saying how she just want to be able to support, everybody in the community, give them an opportunity. So I appreciate that lady with the food truck. It was a white and black food truck, and I appreciate her for allowing my flyer to be in her food truck.
Absolutely. No,
I
I was
was
happy you guys came out. I really was. And
yeah.
I got to tell you too. By the way, shout out to my team at Politic and Broadcasting.
Yes, shout out to politicking for real.
Ronnie, Calum, and Britt, like just the whole market, like the whole squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, can I talk on them real quick?
I,
Can
you
I? Can
you
I? Can
can't
I?
you can't like listen, yo.
I'm gonna let you
I
finish.
got hold on. I got a text message from somebody from Politic, and so obviously somebody listening to this shit. Let's do it.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. The one thing I can truly say is I thank you, KT, for introducing me to politicking. The squad, putting me in with them. Because, baby, when I tell you they put your girl to work, shout out to Ronnie and Calum.
Caleb. Yep.
I'll just call him Calum. Calum, sorry, Calum.
So it's the famous homie on Instagram and Dank Sinatra.
Yes.
Yeah.
But shout out to both of them because I was nervous. And I'm talking, I've interviewed before, like on the spot, stuff like that. But I've never been in a room like where we were in LA Live. And Ronnie and Kayla made me feel so comfortable. And I killed my shit. I actually would say I killed it.
No,
But
you did.
it was great hearing it from them, saying how well I was doing. And it was my first time out there. I was like, your girl. But the way Politicking Broadcasting Network put me on and put me in a room in so many different places, if it wasn't for KT, I would have never met Politicking Broadcasting Network. I would have never gotten that opportunity. So I thank the whole squad from Cali for that opportunity because that was one that I will forever remember. That is a high I will forever remember, a natural high. And you can see it in my videos that I posted while I was out there. But I will forever say Politicking Broadcasting, the way y'all step out as a unit, as a team, we rode deep everywhere. And not only that, the guys who were with us made sure we got back to our cars. They made sure everybody was safe. It didn't feel like just a business ordeal. We were a family.
No,
We were a
we like
unit.
we're like a small family. You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? Like
And I feel like y'all welcome my Texas Southern ass into y'all family.
well, I mean, once you was solid, there was no questions asked. I was like, KJ is coming. She in the building. She gonna be at this event, that event, and we was good to go. But it's not something that within our group anybody is allowed in. You know, all of us work really hard. Caleb is like my big bro. Ronnie, the famous homie, I've known him since elementary. Our families know each other. And so it has been like a family structure, and I've seen just specifically we have a whole team, but these two guys, I've seen them work hard, and I've seen them sacrifice a lot. Caleb's a journalist, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie's a content creator, and you know they're young, they're black males, and they're out there supporting a lot of these young artists when it comes to documentaries, when it comes to concerts and award shows. They're out there doing their thing. And so being a part of the crew, it's kind of like, I'll be like, sometimes we get frustrated as women because we like,
Yeah.
make sure we got things in order. We wanted things to be in order. But
Yeah.
they work so much in their creative spaces that I try to just allow them to work in that. And it's like, I
Yeah.
got your back on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, KT, I want to say thank you once again for coming through and allowing me to talk about Envision Youth Services and Raw Conversations today. I
Yes.
thank you for blessing the platform.
Yes.
Once again, y'all, please make sure that y'all tune in every Thursday, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central, to Raw Conversation. If you would like to be a part of anything that we've talked about today, or if you want to know more information, visit www.envisionervices with an S at the end of service.org, or just email us at info@envisionuservices.org. And
Yes.
one of the team members will definitely get back to you guys, I promise.
And emails work better. We're
Yeah.
updating our website, so emails work a whole lot better. Shoot us an
Yes.
email or a DM, and we got you.
Yes, please do. But y'all, without further ado, I'm KJ, aka Kelly J, and KT, aka K. Look, I still say KP. Camila, all these K's. Camila, once again, KT, I thank you again for coming through. I
Thank you
love
for
you.
having me. I love you too, girl.
And we going to talk probably right after this.
We out.
Peace, y'all.
Solid.
Solid.